We are all creators of habits. Although some of them are subconscious, so we do them almost automatically, we have dozens, maybe even hundreds of habits. What defines us more than some occasional actions we do is our everyday life, our habits. As per the following words, depending on what they are, our habits will either make us or break us. We become what we repeatedly do. Sometimes we may feel stuck in some areas of our life, but we are also afraid or busy with everyday life, or maybe just too comfortable to initiate some significant actions to make some positive change in our lives. It may also seem scary, as most people don't like changes, especially not big ones. The good news is that sometimes major actions are even not needed. But what can significantly help us to promote positive change in our lives and to be more optimistic about our future is change in our habits. A habit can be defined as recurrent, often unconscious pattern that is acquired through frequent repetition. While we certainly have some good habits, most likely we also have some bad ones that doesn't serve us very well anymore. Maybe now is the time to let go of our bad habits and replace them with some better options. But first of all, we need to understand how a habit works. There are 4 stages of a habit: a cue, craving, response, and reward. A cue or trigger can be the time of the day, location, emotional state, etc. For example, let's say that you have a habit to eat a chocolate bar after eating lunch. Someday you may even feel you don't want to eat the chocolate, but you eat it anyway. The trigger for eating chocolate might be that you feel tired after eating lunch. Your trigger activates craving. That is the second stage of a habit. As you get tired after eating lunch, your body craves sugar to get energy. Your response to this craving is eating a chocolate bar, and the reward you get is sugar that provides you with a burst of energy. If you want to change a habit, we need to first of all recognize the habit, then identify the trigger for that habit and the reward we get from this habit. In the provided example, a new habit could be that we either decide to eat only some light lunch, and so we avoid the trigger, our fatigue, or we may decide to fight tiredness with a cup of coffee instead of a chocolate bar. Or even a better option would be just some short 2-3 minute exercise after lunch that would help us to wake up again and get back to work. Actually, it's very easy to build a bad habit even without noticing it. It reminds me of a story when I decided to go to body pump training every Tuesday at 5 p.m. But usually 5 p.m. is also a dinner time for me. And as I didn't used to have a snack between lunch and dinner, I thought it would be a good idea to eat something small before training. And there is also a very good bakery located near the gym, and I found their very delicious cake filled with vanilla cream and strawberry jam. So every time I went to work out on Tuesday, I stopped by that bakery to buy this cake. Until one Tuesday, I visited this bakery again and I wanted to pay, but the saleswoman said the price that was slightly lower than the original one. So instead of $160, she said $140. I asked her to double check price, as I thought she most likely just made a mistake. But then she said that she provided me some discount as I go there regularly. After this experience, I never visited this bakery again. I mean, she was very kind and the cake was really tasty, but this experience made me realize that I'm on the way to build up a bad habit. And as I knew a cue that was my hunger and need for energy before training, I could replace this bad habit of eating cake with better options. So I started to eat a banana or a light cottage cheese. This story made me realize that if we don't think about our habits intentionally, then most likely we naturally build up a bad habit rather than a good habit, as we tend to choose the option that requires less effort and provides us with immediate gratification, as also in my case with the cake. As the bakery was located near the gym, it was an easy option, as I didn't have to go to grocery and wait in line at cash register. And sweet cake provided me not only with enough energy for exercise, but also with that short-term joy that comes hand in hand with sugar. But we should keep the following quote in mind when deciding about our habits. We don't decide our future, we decide our habits, and our habits decide our future. Although breaking a bad habit and building a new good one requires some effort, I think it's worth it, as we will be rewarded with a better future. From my experience, I know that it's easier to say than to do. That's why I will provide you with some tips that help me to break some bad habits and replace them with some better options in my next video. So like this video if you find it useful, share it, subscribe to my channel. Have a nice rest of the day.